If you are suffering from or know someone who is suffering from weak legs, see if it fits these 3 characteristics. Number 1. Do you struggle to stand up from a chair or sit down without using your hands or holding on to something? Number 2. Do you feel unsteady when walking, lose your balance easily, or walk slower than you used to because you're afraid of falling? Number 3. Do your legs feel tired, heavy, or weak after short walks or simple daily activities? You very likely want to get a test for magnesium deficiency. Magnesium helps your legs stay strong by allowing muscles to contract and relax properly. It supports nerve signals between your brain and leg muscles, reducing weakness and cramps. It also helps your body produce energy in muscle cells, so your legs don't tire as quickly. And of course, a lot of seniors know this, but what they don't know is that they do not need to rely on taking just magnesium pills daily to get the magnesium their body needs for strong bones. What they also don't know is that there are vegetables rich in magnesium. That is why in this video, I will tell you 2 top vegetables that are rich in magnesium and will help you build strong legs even if you are 80 and fast too. I will start off with the second best vegetable. This vegetable can be prepared in many ways and is very rich in building strong legs. Then I will tell you the best vegetable and how best to enjoy it. I will also tell you 3 medical conditions seniors suffer from that are top causes of weak legs as you age. This way, you know how to tackle the issue from the root cause, instead of thinking it is just normal aging. If you are yet to subscribe right away. Let us begin. Number 1. Seaweed. Magnesium controls muscle contraction and relaxation in your leg muscles. When you want to move your leg, magnesium helps you do that. You cannot have strong legs if you cannot move your legs. Without enough magnesium, your muscles cannot contract and relax properly, leading to cramps and weakness. Magnesium also activates over 300 enzymes in your body that convert food into energy. Seaweed is one vegetable that is rich in magnesium, and that is not all. Seaweed also provides iodine, which your thyroid gland needs to produce thyroid hormones. These hormones regulate your metabolism and signal your muscles to build new protein and maintain strength. When seniors lack iodine, their thyroid slows down and their muscles begin to waste away. The calcium in seaweed also helps strengthen your bones, creating a solid structure for your leg muscles to work against when you walk or stand. Without strong bones, your muscles cannot generate the force needed for movement. Seaweed also contains iron. The iron in seaweed carries oxygen through your blood to your muscle cells. When muscles lack oxygen, they become weak and fatigued quickly, making it difficult for seniors to walk even short distances. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition found that seniors who regularly consumed seaweed had better muscle mass and stronger grip strength compared to those who didn't. The researchers noted that the combination of minerals in seaweed, especially iodine and magnesium, supported thyroid function and muscle metabolism in older adults. Now let me share 3 simple seaweed recipes you can try for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. For breakfast, make a seaweed omelet. Beat 2 eggs in a bowl, then crumble a sheet of dried nori into small pieces and mix it into the eggs. Heat a pan with a little butter or oil. Pour in the egg mixture and cook until set. You can add cheese or vegetables if you want. This gives you protein and seaweed minerals to start your day. For lunch, make a seaweed salad with chicken or tuna. Soak dried wakame in warm water for 10 minutes, then drain it well. In a bowl, mix the wakame with cooked chicken pieces or canned tuna. Add sliced cucumber, shredded carrots, and a dressing made from sesame oil, rice vinegar, a little soy sauce, and a pinch of salt. Toss everything together and eat it fresh. This meal combines protein with seaweed for muscle support. For dinner, make miso soup with tofu and seaweed. Boil 4 cups of water, then add 2 tablespoons of miso paste and stir until dissolved. Add dried wakame or kombu and let it simmer for 5 minutes. Cut firm tofu into cubes and add it to the soup. You can also add green onions or mushrooms. Let everything cook for another 3 minutes, then serve hot. This warm soup is easy to digest and gives you the minerals your legs need. These recipes are simple to prepare and help you get seaweed into your daily meals without much effort. Start with 1 recipe this week and see how you feel. Now, eating seaweed alone will give you a good source of magnesium, but I have to warn you, Seaweed alone will not build you the strong legs that you want. This is because seaweed lacks the one thing that is important and needed for strong legs, vitamin D. So you must eat the next vegetable I want to talk about alongside seaweed. Combining this next vegetable with seaweed will make the perfect leg-building vegetable combination you need. The second vegetable is mushrooms, especially the white button mushrooms. Vitamin D is essential for your leg muscles to absorb calcium and phosphorus from your food. Without vitamin D, your bones cannot take in the calcium they need to stay strong, which leads to weak bones that cannot support your leg muscles properly. Vitamin D also helps your muscles build new protein and maintain muscle fibers. When seniors are low in vitamin D, their muscles become weak. They lose balance easily, and they have a higher risk of falling. Studies show that seniors with low vitamin D levels lose muscle mass faster and have weaker grip strength and leg strength compared to those with normal levels. Mushrooms are unique because they produce vitamin D when exposed to ultraviolet light, just like human skin does in sunlight. When mushrooms grow or are placed under UV light, they convert a compound called ergosterol into vitamin D2. This makes mushrooms the only plant-based food that naturally contains vitamin D. White button mushrooms that have been exposed to UV light can provide 400 to 800 I vitamin D per serving, which is a significant amount for seniors who may not get enough sunlight. Mushrooms are also very good sources of magnesium naturally. Mushrooms also contain B vitamins that support leg strength. Vitamin B2, or riboflavin, helps your body convert food into energy that your muscles can use. Vitamin B3, or niacin, supports healthy circulation and ensures your leg muscles get enough oxygen and nutrients. Vitamin B5, or pantothenic acid, helps your body produce energy and synthesize proteins needed for muscle repair. These B vitamins work together to keep your muscles energized and functioning properly. A study published in the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition found that older adults who consumed UV-exposed mushrooms regularly showed improved vitamin D levels and better muscle function compared to those who did not. The researchers concluded that mushrooms are an effective food source for improving vitamin D status and supporting muscle health in seniors. To enjoy mushrooms, try these recipes. For breakfast, make scrambled eggs with mushrooms. Slice white button mushrooms and sauté them in a pan with a little butter until soft. Beat 2 eggs in a bowl, pour them into the pan with the mushrooms and stir gently until cooked. Add salt and pepper to taste. Serve with whole grain toast for a complete meal. For lunch, make a mushroom and vegetable stir-fry. Slice white button mushrooms, bell peppers, and broccoli. Heat oil in a pan, add the vegetables, and cook for 5 to 7 minutes until tender. Add soy sauce, garlic, and a pinch of ginger for flavor. Serve over brown rice or noodles for a filling lunch. For dinner, make baked chicken with mushrooms. Place chicken breast in a baking dish, then cover it with sliced white button mushrooms, chopped onions, and a drizzle of olive oil. Season with salt, pepper, and your favorite herbs. Bake at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for 25 to 30 minutes until the chicken is cooked through. Serve with steamed vegetables or a side salad. These recipes are simple and help you get vitamin D and B and magnesium vitamins from mushrooms to support your leg strength. Now let us not forget that you could be eating all of these vegetables and still your legs are weakening. And most of the time, it is because of a medical condition that you have and not old age, as most people think. If you have any of these health conditions, it is probably the reason your legs are weak, and I will tell you how to manage the health condition or find a permanent cure so you can grow strong legs as you age. The number one health condition is diabetes. Diabetes is a condition where your body cannot properly control blood sugar levels. When you eat food, your body breaks it down into glucose, which is sugar that enters your bloodstream. Your pancreas produces a hormone called insulin that helps move this glucose from your blood into your cells to use as energy. In people with diabetes, either the pancreas does not make enough insulin, or the body cannot use the insulin properly. This causes glucose to build up in the blood instead of entering your cells, leading to high blood sugar levels. High blood sugar damages your nerves over time, especially the nerves in your legs and feet. This nerve damage is called diabetic peripheral neuropathy. When the nerves are damaged, they cannot send proper signals between your brain and your leg muscles. You may feel numbness, tingling, burning sensations, or sharp pains in your legs and feet. Some seniors lose feeling in their feet completely and cannot tell when they step on something sharp or when their shoes are too tight. This nerve damage also weakens the muscles in your legs because the damaged nerves cannot tell your muscles when to contract and relax. Your legs become weak, your balance gets worse, and you have trouble walking or standing for long periods. High blood sugar also damages your blood vessels, reducing blood flow to your legs and feet. When your muscles and tissues do not get enough oxygen and nutrients from your blood, they become weak and heal very slowly. This is why diabetics often develop foot ulcers. A foot ulcer is an open sore or wound on the foot that does not heal properly. It can start from a small cut, blister, or pressure point that you do not notice because of the numbness. Without proper blood flow and nerve sensation, these small wounds become infected and grow larger. If left untreated, the infection can spread to the bone and surrounding tissues. In severe cases, the infection becomes so serious that doctors must amputate part of the foot or leg to prevent the infection from spreading further and becoming life-threatening. Studies show that diabetics are 15 times more likely to require amputation than people without diabetes. Managing diabetes is critical for preventing leg weakness and foot complications. The most important step is controlling your blood sugar levels through diet, exercise, and medication if prescribed by your doctor. Eat foods that do not spike your blood sugar quickly, such as whole grains, vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats. Avoid sugary drinks, white bread, pastries, and processed foods. Check your blood sugar regularly to make sure it stays within your target range. Exercise for at least 30 minutes most days of the week to help your body use insulin better and lower blood sugar naturally. Walking, swimming, or gentle strength training are excellent choices for seniors. Inspect your feet daily for cuts, blisters, redness, or sores, and keep them clean and moisturized. A study published in Diabetes Care found that seniors with well-controlled blood sugar levels had significantly less nerve damage and better muscle strength in their legs compared to those with uncontrolled diabetes. The researchers emphasized that keeping blood sugar levels stable through lifestyle changes and medication can prevent or slow down diabetic neuropathy and preserve leg function in older adults. Number 2, varicose veins. Varicose veins are enlarged, twisted veins that usually appear on the legs and feet. They happen when the valves inside your veins stop working properly. Veins are blood vessels that carry blood from your body back to your heart. Inside your leg veins, there are tiny one-way valves that open to let blood flow up toward your heart, then close to prevent blood from flowing backward. When these valves become weak or damaged, blood flows backward and pools in the veins instead of moving up toward your heart. This causes the veins to swell, stretch, and twist, creating the bulging, rope-like appearance you see under the skin. Varicose veins are blue or purple and often look lumpy or raised. Varicose veins cause leg weakness because the pooled blood creates pressure and swelling in your legs. When blood sits in your veins instead of circulating properly, your leg muscles do not get enough fresh oxygen and nutrients. This makes your legs feel heavy, tired, and achy, especially after standing or sitting for long periods. The swelling puts extra strain on your muscles and makes them work harder just to move. Over time, your leg muscles become weaker because they are constantly fatigued and not getting the oxygen they need to function properly. Varicose veins also cause cramping, throbbing pain, and a burning sensation in your legs, which makes it difficult to walk or stand for long. If varicose veins are left untreated, they can lead to serious complications. The chronic swelling and poor circulation can cause skin changes around your ankles and lower legs. The skin becomes discolored, turning brown or red, and it becomes dry, thin, and fragile. This condition is called venous stasis dermatitis. Because the skin is so fragile and blood flow is poor, even a small scratch or bump can turn into a venous leg ulcer. These are open sores that do not heal properly because the damaged veins cannot deliver enough oxygen and nutrients for healing. Venous leg ulcers are painful, prone to infection and can take months or even years to heal. In severe cases, blood clots can form in the varicose veins, a condition called superficial thrombophlebitis, which causes pain, redness, and swelling. If a clot forms in a deeper vein, it becomes a deep vein thrombosis, or DVT, which is life-threatening because the clot can break loose and travel to your lungs, causing a pulmonary embolism. Managing varicose veins starts with improving circulation in your legs. Avoid standing or sitting in one position for too long. If you must sit, elevate your legs above heart level whenever possible to help blood flow back toward your heart. Wear compression stockings, which are specially designed elastic stockings that squeeze your legs gently and help push blood upward. Exercise regularly with low-impact activities like walking, swimming, or cycling to strengthen your leg muscles and improve blood flow. Maintain a healthy weight because extra weight puts more pressure on your leg veins. Avoid crossing your legs when sitting, as this restricts blood flow. A study published in the Journal of Vascular Surgery found that seniors who wore compression stockings daily and exercised regularly experienced significant improvement in leg symptoms, reduced swelling, and better muscle function compared to those who did not manage their varicose veins. The researchers noted that early intervention with lifestyle changes and compression therapy can prevent progression to venous ulcers and preserve leg strength in older adults. Number 3, chronic inflammation. Chronic inflammation is a long-term activation of your body's immune system that continues even when there is no infection or injury to fight. Normally, inflammation is your body's natural response to protect you from harm. When you get a cut, infection, or injury, your immune system sends white blood cells and chemicals to the affected area to fight off bacteria and begin healing. This causes redness, swelling, heat, and pain, which are signs of acute inflammation. Once the threat is gone, the inflammation goes away. However, in chronic inflammation, your immune system stays activated for months or years, constantly releasing inflammatory chemicals into your body, even though there is nothing to fight. This can happen because of ongoing infections, autoimmune diseases where your immune system attacks your own tissues, obesity, poor diet, stress, lack of sleep, or exposure to toxins. Chronic inflammation causes leg weakness because the inflammatory chemicals in your bloodstream damage your muscle tissue over time. These chemicals, called cytokines, break down muscle protein faster than your body can rebuild it. This leads to muscle wasting and loss of muscle mass, a condition called sarcopenia. The inflammation also damages the mitochondria inside your muscle cells, which are the structures that produce energy. When your mitochondria do not work properly, your muscles cannot generate enough energy to contract and move effectively. Your legs feel weak, tired, and heavy even after minimal activity. Chronic inflammation also damages the blood vessels that supply oxygen and nutrients to your leg muscles, reducing circulation and making your muscles even weaker. Additionally, inflammation causes pain and stiffness in your joints, which makes it harder to move and exercise, leading to further muscle loss and weakness. If chronic inflammation is left untreated, it can lead to serious complications beyond weak legs. The constant inflammatory damage increases your risk of developing heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes, and certain cancers. Chronic inflammation accelerates the breakdown of cartilage in your joints, leading to osteoarthritis, which causes severe joint pain and limits your ability to walk or move. It also contributes to osteoporosis by interfering with bone formation and increasing bone breakdown, making your bones fragile and more likely to fracture. In severe cases, chronic inflammation can trigger autoimmune diseases like rheumatoid arthritis, where your immune system attacks your joint tissues, causing permanent joint damage, deformity, and disability. The muscle wasting caused by chronic inflammation significantly increases your risk of falls, fractures, and loss of independence as you age. Managing chronic inflammation requires changes to your diet and lifestyle. Eat anti-inflammatory foods such as fatty fish like salmon and sardines, which contain omega-3 fatty acids that reduce inflammation. Include plenty of colorful vegetables and fruits like berries, leafy greens, tomatoes, and peppers, which are rich in antioxidants that fight inflammation. Add spices like turmeric and ginger to your meals, as they have powerful anti-inflammatory properties. Avoid inflammatory foods such as sugar, refined carbohydrates, fried foods, processed meats, and trans fats. Exercise regularly with activities like walking, swimming, or strength training to reduce inflammatory markers in your body. Get enough sleep, at least 7 to 8 hours per night, because poor sleep increases inflammation. Manage stress through relaxation techniques like deep breathing, meditation, or yoga, as chronic stress raises inflammation levels. A study published in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society found that seniors who followed an anti-inflammatory diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and omega-3 fatty acids had significantly lower levels of inflammatory markers in their blood and maintained better muscle strength and physical function compared to those who ate a typical Western diet. The researchers concluded that reducing chronic inflammation through diet and lifestyle changes can prevent muscle loss and preserve leg strength in older adults. Number 4, sarcopenia. Sarcopenia is the gradual loss of muscle mass, strength, and function that happens as people age. The term comes from Greek words meaning poverty of flesh. Starting around age 30, adults naturally begin to lose a small amount of muscle each year, but this loss accelerates significantly after age 60. In sarcopenia, the rate of muscle breakdown exceeds the rate of muscle building, causing muscles to shrink and weaken over time. This happens because aging changes how your body responds to protein and exercise. Your muscles become less sensitive to the signals that tell them to build new protein, and your body becomes less efficient at using the protein you eat. Hormones that support muscle growth, such as testosterone, growth hormone, and insulin-like growth factor, also decline with age. Additionally, the motor neurons that connect your brain to your muscles die off as you age, causing some muscle fibers to lose their nerve supply and waste away. Sarcopenia causes leg weakness because your leg muscles physically shrink and lose their ability to generate force. As muscle fibers disappear, the remaining fibers must work harder to move your body, but they cannot keep up with the demand. This makes simple activities like standing up from a chair, climbing stairs, or walking feel exhausting. Your legs feel heavy and tire quickly because there is less muscle tissue to share the workload. Sarcopenia also affects your balance and coordination because the muscles that stabilize your joints and keep you upright become too weak to respond quickly. The loss of fast-twitch muscle fibers, which are responsible for quick, powerful movements, makes it harder to catch yourself if you start to fall. Your walking speed slows down, your stride becomes shorter, and you shuffle your feet because your leg muscles cannot lift your legs high enough or push off the ground with enough force. If sarcopenia is left untreated, it leads to severe disability and loss of independence. The muscle weakness makes falls much more likely, and when seniors with sarcopenia fall, they are more likely to fracture bones because they lack the muscle strength to protect themselves. Hip fractures are especially dangerous for older adults and often lead to hospitalization, surgery, and long recovery periods. Many seniors never fully regain their mobility after a hip fracture. Sarcopenia also makes it difficult to perform basic daily activities like bathing, dressing, cooking, and shopping, forcing many seniors to rely on caregivers or move to assisted living facilities. The condition increases the risk of metabolic problems because muscle tissue helps regulate blood sugar and metabolism. Less muscle means your body cannot use insulin effectively, which raises your risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Sarcopenia is also linked to higher mortality rates. Studies show that seniors with severe sarcopenia have a significantly higher risk of dying from any cause compared to those with normal muscle mass. Managing sarcopenia requires a combination of proper nutrition and resistance exercise. Eat enough protein every day, aiming for at least 1 to 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. This means if you weigh 70 kilograms, you should eat 70 to 84 grams of protein daily. Include high-quality protein sources at every meal, such as eggs, chicken, fish, lean beef, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, beans, and lentils. Spread your protein intake throughout the day rather than eating it all at once, as this helps your muscles build protein more effectively. Resistance training is the most effective exercise for fighting sarcopenia. Lift weights. Use resistance bands or do bodyweight exercises like squats, lunges, and chair stands at least 2 to 3 times per week. Start with light weights and gradually increase as you get stronger. Even small amounts of resistance training can significantly slow or reverse muscle loss. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors who combined high-protein diets with resistance training 3 times per week gained significant muscle mass and strength over 12 weeks, while those who only ate more protein or only exercised without increasing protein saw much smaller improvements. The researchers emphasized that both adequate protein intake and regular resistance exercise are essential for preventing and treating sarcopenia in older adults. Which of these underlying health conditions do you suffer from? Which of the vegetables that we talked about are you trying first? And which country are you watching from today? Let me know in the comments. I am replying to each one. I have also gone through the trouble to prepare for you 75+ recipes that support bone health and strong legs. These recipes include dishes rich in calcium, phosphorus, magnesium, sodium, potassium, vitamin D, vitamin K,